I've been driving long hauls across the US for nearly 2 decades now, and I've seen things most people wouldn't believe. Storms tearing the sky open, deer vanishing into dust, even a UFO sighting in New Mexico that still gives me chills. But nothing, and I mean nothing, comes close to what happened on a midnight run through rural Nevada in the fall of 2022. It started off like any other late-night haul. I was transporting electronics from Reno to a warehouse near Salt Lake City. The route was familiar, desolate, and mostly silent after midnight. Perfect time to zone out, listen to a horror story podcast, and munch sunflower seeds to stay awake. Little did I know, I was about to become the subject of one of those nightmare fuel stories. About halfway through the trip, just past Ely, I noticed my fuel gauge dipping faster than usual. Weird, since I had filled up not even 2 hours earlier. My gut told me something wasn't right, but I shrugged it off and kept going. Then the GPS glitched. The screen froze for a split second, and when it came back, it rerouted me, said there was a quicker route down a side road I'd never noticed before. It was labeled State Road 306A. No cell service, no satellite signal, but the GPS was still tracking. Big mistake. The turnoff led to a 2-lane road swallowed by pine trees and creeping fog. The moment I veered onto it, my radio cut out. Not just static, silence. It was like the entire world had been muted. I turned the dial, scanned every station. Nothing. Then, headlights appeared in the rearview mirror. A pair of them, maybe half a mile back. I hadn't seen another vehicle for hours, so it felt odd. What felt worse was that no matter how much I accelerated, the lights stayed the same distance behind me. Never closer, never farther, just there. I hit the gas. The forest got denser, the fog thicker. It felt like I was sinking into another dimension. That's when I saw it, out of the fog, a gas station. It didn't look like any modern chain. The sign was rusted, no branding. Just the word stop flickering in half-dead neon. No town around it, no buildings. Just a solitary station, like it had been dropped there from some forgotten era. I should have kept driving. I should have ignored it. But something pulled me in. I slowed down and parked beside one of the ancient pumps. As I stepped out, the cold hit me like a wave. Not desert cold. Wrong cold. Unnatural. My breath fogged up instantly, and the night was dead silent. Then I noticed there were no insects, no wind, no sounds of nature at all. And the station? It wasn't abandoned. The lights inside were on. A single flickering fluorescent bulb. Inside I saw movement, someone behind the counter. I walked in slowly, the door creaking louder than any sound I'd heard in the past hour. The guy behind the counter was off. Pale, thin, eyes sunken so deep they looked bruised. He didn't speak when I entered, just stared, not at me, through me. Need a refill, I muttered, half joking to calm my nerves. He didn't blink, just turned around and disappeared into a back room without a word. The moment he left, all the lights in the station cut off. Pitch black. That's when I saw it. A mirror behind the counter. But what I saw in it wasn't me. I mean, it looked like me. Same jacket, same hat. But my reflection was standing still, even though I was moving. I froze. Then the reflection slowly lifted its hand and pointed behind me. I turned around, heart slamming against my ribs, and there was nothing there. Just empty shelves and a rack of ancient, moldy snacks. But when I looked back, the reflection was gone. That's when I heard it. A voice whispered close. "You should leave now." I didn't wait to find out who said it. I ran outside, back to my truck, and froze. The headlights were on, and the engine was idling, but I hadn't left it running. Even worse, there were footprints in the dirt leading from the passenger side door. Bare footprints, human and wet. I jumped in and locked the doors, heart pounding like a jackhammer. As I threw it in gear, I glanced in the side mirror and saw the gas station was gone. No joke, just vanished, like it was never there. But the road ahead was still, marked as 306A. I drove faster than I ever have, desperate to get back to a familiar highway. Then the worst thing happened. I passed a sign. "You are now entering Elko County." The problem? I had already passed Elko 2 hours ago. The GPS blinked again, rebooted itself. The new route showed me driving in circles, like I'd never left the same 5-mile loop. I was trapped. I started yelling, cursing, banging the wheel. That's when I noticed something truly horrifying. In the passenger seat, a wet handprint, dripping, right next to me. I nearly lost control of the truck. Swerved so hard the trailer fishtailed. I kept driving, desperate, whispering prayers to nobody in particular. Then, finally, like waking up from a nightmare, I saw headlights in the distance. Real ones. A highway patrol vehicle parked on the shoulder of the interstate. I pulled over and jumped out, nearly collapsing. The officer looked confused when I explained what had happened. He said there was no State Road 306A. Never had been. The GPS? Just glitching, he said. Probably fried from an electrical issue. But when I got back to the truck, the wet handprint was still there. I scrubbed it. It wouldn't come off. Not with bleach. Not with time. Even now, it's faintly visible. A reminder, I later looked up old maps, archives, anything I could find about that area. Nothing. No such gas station. No such road. But there were forums, truckers and hikers sharing similar stories. A phantom road. A pit stop that shouldn't exist. They all described the same thing. A voice warning them to leave. A figure in the mirror. A gas station in the middle of nowhere with a clerk that didn't blink. Some say it's a pocket of time. Others believe it's a trap. A place that feeds on the lost. Whatever it is, I made it out. But I wasn't alone in that truck when I left. And sometimes when the desert wind dies down, I swear I can hear someone whisper, "You should have stayed."